Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever time frame that you are joining us. We are so excited and we're grateful to bring to you the Source Multicultural Center. This is our opportunity of continuing to produce during the pandemic. I am the CEO of the Source Multicultural Center, the 501c3 for 3250 West 60th Street, as well as 1712 Hoagland Court. And we are so honored and we're grateful for Miss Ashley Crittenden, the founder and CEO of Soar, a financial opportunity that everyone needs to tap into and get to know. It is so critically important that we understand our financial status, especially dealing with what we're dealing with during this pandemic. Let me share my screen real quick one more time. Just going to share that screen with you. I want to make sure that we give tribute and honor to this amazing woman who just wants to help you in every way possible of fixing, gathering, repairing your credit. So Ashley Crittenden is the CEO and founder, a Black African-American woman in our community in the city of Chicago and global. This is not a city ordeal. She is global. And her company is Soar Consulting. And we want you to get ready to expand your horizons and build your credit. And let's get back together. I'm speaking of this on purpose because she works with me. She is my consultant and doing an amazing job with that. And we want to share this with you, our community, our city, and the world. We want to take this Soar Consulting global. You have any information,
Yes.
you can text Ashley Crittenden, excuse me, at 708-634-8113. Or you can go to her website at soar, CONLLC.com. All right. At this time, it is my pleasure to present to you the founder and CEO of Soar Consulting, Miss Ashley Crittenden.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I am so honored to be here and so grateful that Pastor Roberts asked me to be a part of this. And I think that it's an excellent opportunity to educate everyone on the importance of credit, the importance of, how all matters consider with your finances. And most importantly, continually to be productive during the pandemic. So I'm extremely excited to be a part to help drive awareness to the importance of credit. So I did put together just a little presentation about the importance of credit. Give me 1 second here.
While you're doing that, how's the family?
The family is great. I just had baby River. River is keeping me up all night and doing everything a baby normally would, I guess.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
So yeah, everyone is doing great. Meadow is enjoying being a big sister. So everything is going good. Everything is going good. So look, I just got my screen. Let me know if you can see it.
We're good.
Okay, perfect. All right. So I'm just going to quickly go over a little agenda of just some of the things that we'll be talking about. So we're going to go over credit statistics, a little bit about credit score breakdown, what items impact your credit the most, how important credit is, and then how we can partner together. Okay, so this is currently the state of mind regarding America, most of the Americans, I'll put it that way. So a lot of people may not have known, but it's nearly 63 million Americans have a credit score of 599 or lower. That's huge. 63 million Americans. You wouldn't have guessed that, wow, so many people have a credit score that low, but that is 100% true. Nearly 63 million Americans have a credit score of 599 or lower. Most people don't even know what their credit score is. Some of them think like, oh my God, it's so bad. I don't even want to know what it is. So a lot of Americans, they don't even know what their credit score is. And the average debt in America is over $225,000. All right. So that's a little bit of America's state of mindset right now. Here are a few reasons here are a few reasons that a lot of Americans have poor credit. A lot of them was not taught. I'm speaking from experience, was not taught the importance of credit, was never poured into about, what I could do to build my credit at an earlier age. So that's just one of the reasons why, a lot of Americans have, poor credit. They weren't taught, they make poor financial decisions. And then another reason is, financial flow hardship, like what we're going through right now, the pandemic, layoff, unemployed. So these are a few reasons that Americans do have poor credit. So let's talk about the credit score breakdown. And then this is a lot of people don't realize like some of the things that impacts their score, and some things that can be prevented to, not harm your score as much. So let's talk about that for a second. Payment history. Payment history has the largest impact on your credit. It accounts for 35% of your score. Amounts owed. So how much do you owe? How much do you, have available in credit? How much have you used? Those two alone combined takes up 65% of how your score is calculated. So a late payment alone, just one, can drop your score over 100 points. That's just one late payment, okay? Credit history. So how long have you been using your credit? A lot of people are like, oh, you know what? I have, I have all of these credit cards. I have, just about 20 credit cards. I need to just close some of them. I'm just going to pay it off and I'm just going to close it down. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. You actually want to keep your credit cards open, especially the longest one, because that's great, especially if you have great payment history. You want to keep that open. You definitely want to keep that open. That is what helped build your credit. And then when financial institutions go and pull your credit, they're looking at, hey, how long have this person been? It's like your credit report is like a report card. Okay. So they're looking at to see, all right, what is the longest, credit line that they've had? Have they paid on time? How many payments have they missed? These are all the things that, financial institutions take in consideration when they are reviewing your credit report card to either approve you or deny you of, your purchase. New credit. So applying for loans, credit loans, how much of it is new? Again, that's all taken in consideration when they're looking at your, your credit profile and type of credit used, your credit mix. So retail, student loans, mortgages, that accounts for 10% of how your credit score is broken down. Next, I'm just going to talk about the two different type of credit module or scoring modules that are used. It's called a FICO score and your Vantage score. So the FICO score is what most financial institutions use when they're pulling your credit. And then there's your Vantage score. So your Vantage score is mostly like your everyday use. The only difference between the two is that, as you can see, the FICO score may use, take in consideration late payments or on-time payments. They may weigh it a bit more heavily than Vantage scoring. So anytime that you want to see like where you are as it relates to making a huge purchase for a car, for a home, you definitely want to look at your FICO score because it's considered the most accurate. And again, that's what most financial institutions use when they are going to, consider you for either a home or a car or even a credit card, so you definitely, and you can do that by going to myficoscore.com. So now we're going to talk about, negative items remaining on your credit. So this is just an average, but it differs according to the state that you live in. All right. So a soft inquiry. So if you have a soft inquiry, pulled on your credit, it usually doesn't have any impact on your credit. A hard inquiry would be like, for example, credit card. If you haven't getting your credit pulled to see if you are approved for a credit card, those are considered hard inquiries. Those can stay on your credit for 2 years, okay, before they drop off. Delinquent payments, defaulted accounts, foreclosures, bankruptcy, discharge, those all on average can stay on your credit for 7 to 10 years, right? But this is, again, if in the world of credit, if you do not dispute it, this is how long these items can stay on your credit before they drop off. So everything costs, right? There's a saying that, oh, nothing in this world is free, and that's really, really true. Poor credit can absolutely cost you, all right? So I just gave an example here of someone that has, poor credit, right? Obviously, a person that has a credit score of 730, and then we have one person that has a credit score of 599. Now, just take a look at that difference in interest rate, right? So person A, they're going to get a Toyota Camry because that's what they want to have. Their interest rate is only, at a 1.9%, 2%, okay? Their monthly payments is only $368.22. Again, this is someone with a credit score of 730 versus the person B, 599 credit score. Guess what their interest rate is? 15%. Okay, their payment is $513.97. But what I really want you to look at that interest. This is what a lot of people miss here, that interest that they're being paid and just what credit costs. Person A is only paying $1,300 in interest. Person B with that 599 credit score, almost $11,000 in interest. Now, I don't know about you, but I could use that $10,000. All I have to do is just repair my credit, So this is just an example, person B is paying $9,616 more in interest just because of what? Poor credit. Poor credit. You guys do not have to live like this. I promise you don't. You do not have to live like this. Something like, oh, my credit is beyond repair. Not true. Not true. There's always, a way around that. And I know you all are screaming, help, Ashley, help me. Help me. Because I know this is me. I am in that number. I need credit, repair. I do need it. Don't worry, Soar Consulting is here for you. Not to worry, Soar Consulting is here for you. Okay, so this is what I offer you. This is what I can offer you. We can partner together here, right? So as my client, you'll receive a 3-bureau credit analysis, right? It's a deep, like a 14-page report. It's extensive, and it's just to show you, everything that's impacting your credit, and including all the inquiries you've had for the last 2 years, just everything. It's just a beautifully put together report to just show you, for lack of better words, the damage that has been done. And then, we're going to work out a game plan to, start the repair process. In addition, you'll have the client portal access. It's a secure portal access for you, where you can upload your personal documents, as well as receive any notifications about anything that I do on your credit, any steps that I do, you notified via the client portal. You also get unlimited dispute. So it's not like Lex, okay, where they may only dispute 1 or 2 things at once. Credit bureau, that's not me. I dispute everything from all 3 credit bureaus all at once. You will also continue to get credit education and guidance, and that's just to show you exactly what, while I repair, then we need to rebuild at the same time. So, giving you some trade line options so that you can start building your credit again. Monthly touch points, again, I will send you updates via the client portal on updates that were done from the previous month, just to keep you, updated on things that we're doing to repair your credit. And then client letter generation and mailing. I do all of that for you. You don't have to worry about mailing letters, for yourself. I do all of that for you. And again, there's no hidden fees. Whatever payment option that I provide, that's it, that's all. There's no additional hidden fees. Everything is just beautifully packaged. You know upfront what you'll be paying for. So, again, nothing is free, right? But I do have some affordable options for individuals. And, obviously, if there's, I do have package options for couples as well. But, for today's discussion, here's some, payment options for you. $189. If you just want to do like monthly plans, you can start for $189 and then $90 monthly thereafter. And if you're one of those, people that, hey, you know what, Ashley, I don't need the monthly payment. I have enough monthly bills I need to pay. Do you have any one-time options? I absolutely do. You can either do 6 months of credit repair for $750 or an entire 12 months for a one-time fee of $1,600. And these are just one-time fees. You can't break them up, just a one-time fee. That's it. That's all. Usually credit repair can take anywhere from 6 to 12 months, but honestly, it depends on, how healthy your credit profile is. It can take even longer if you have like so many things on there, that is a possibility. But on average, it can take 6 to 12 months. It's a process. It didn't happen overnight that you damaged your score, so it's definitely not going to happen overnight that you rebuild it. But I can guarantee you that it can be rebuilt at any cost. It can definitely be rebuilt. So I wanted to touch on one question that I also, get asked often, and that's, what's too much credit or not enough credit? So there's really, no such thing as too much credit, to be honest. There's no such thing. So what you want to do, as an individual, once you get your credit cards and things, you want to get trade lines. A lot of people think that if you just get the negative items removed off your credit, that's all you have to do. That is completely false, right? You need to build. So that means getting some positive lines of credit added to your credit profile so that the financial institutions have something to report, so they can say, hey, you know what, she paid this month or he paid this month on time. And then they're sending it to the credit bureau. So bam, this was an on-time payment, Then the next month, there's another on-time payment. They're like, bam, there's another on-time payment. So these are things that they report to the credit bureaus to show, hey, this person is credit, they're responsible. That's basically all what a credit, report is, to see if you are a responsible steward of your finances. All right. So you want to make sure that you are paying, your credit cards and everything on time. When you do have them, there, I don't care if it's 15 or 20, you want to make sure that you keep those items in good standing. So there's never a thing of it's not too much credit. It's not. It's not. You want to have a healthy credit profile and a healthy mix. So it shouldn't just be credit card, credit card, credit card, credit card. You won't see much of a variance in your credit score, but you want to have some different kinds of credit. So, like I mentioned before earlier in our presentation, you want to have a credit card, maybe a car loan, because that's a different kind, or a personal loan, a retail card. These are all examples of different credit mixes because, again, that's how you can leverage increasing your score. And can I start again? Like I mentioned to you, another question is, hey, can I start again? My credit is so bad. Can I start again? Like I mentioned, yes, you can. You absolutely can. Just know it's a process. So this stuff doesn't happen overnight. You have to have patience, during the credit repair process, and just know that, hey, we're partnering together. I'm working for you. I'm doing everything I can. I'm very, very aggressive as it relates to sending out the dispute letters. So it can be done. You absolutely can start over. You don't have to resort to bankruptcy. If that's, I absolutely give consultations as well to clients. So if you want to just say, hey, you know what, Ashley, I want you to take a look at my credit first before we, get started with actual repair. That is absolutely an option. The consultations are $50. And again, with that consultation, you'll get the credit repair analysis breakdown, like I shared with you before, and guidance on what you need to do to build your credit. And should you decide to say, hey, Ashley, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and just go with the actual repair, then that $50 will be credited towards the credit repair cost. And I think one more question I wanted to address. Most people are getting their credit repaired because they want to, make a big purchase. Either they want, obviously you do want to have a, good credit score, but most times they want to make a big purchase like a home or a car. So the average credit score for a home is 640. Just want to put that out there, is 640. And, to see if you are there, then go to My FICO score. And just so you know, when you do pull your credit on your own, your credit won't be impacted because you're the one pulling it. But if you, have someone else pull it, do a soft pull, it can drop your score 1 or 2 points, a couple points for that. So. And one last thing I want to just throw out there, a lot of people go and they have their credit pulled like so much, right? Like you have your credit pulled on a hope and a prayer that, okay, I'll get approved, and knowing that your score is extremely low. All you're doing at this point is making the credit bureaus rich, because the financial institutions, they have to pay the credit bureaus to get a copy of your report. So you're not only building up inquiries, which puts you as a financial risk to other, financial industries. They're looking at like, oh my God, Ashley, you've had your credit pulled 20 times within the last 2 months. That screams risk. So automatically they're not going to approve you because they're like, okay, this person screams desperate. We know that they're not credit worthy. So if they're like this, then we can't trust them with our finances. So you want to be very careful and making sure that, you only have your credit pulled maybe once or twice a year, and not continually having it pulled, because you're not doing anything but dropping your score, because an inquiry can drop your score 7 to 20 points per inquiry. And so, you're not going to get approved. All you're doing now is damaging your score even further. So you want to be careful about that. Just a couple of pointers I wanted to share with you as I ended the presentation. I hope everything I've said, was helpful. And obviously, you can certainly reach me if you have questions. My website is www.soarconnllc.com, or you can text or call 708-634-8113.
Awesome and amazing. We want to take this opportunity to thank Ashley Crittenden and the Soar Consultants, global firm of Soar Consultants, for coming and sharing with you, our community, on today. We hope that something was inspiring to you, something that was said. Remember, you can reach this, Miss Ashley Crittenden. Can you give us that information one more time? This
Sure.
should be rewind, and it could be looked at so many times, because I know there's so much information in here, but we want to make sure that you connect with Ashley Crittenden and Soar Consultants so that you can get your credit established. I am a client. I wanted to let you know for me, and I am one excited person, and we wanted to share this information with our online audience and our global viewers. So Ms. Ashley Crittenden, like we're in church. Sorry, Miss Ashley Crittenden. Please
Yeah.
give your information one more time, and then we're going.
Absolutely, absolutely. I can be reached on my website is www.soarconllc.com, or you can text or call 708-634-8113. And I do want to just share one more thing. Your credit, like, okay, is super, super precious. There's a lot of personal information being shared between you and your credit consultant. So you want to be sure that, don't be quick to just go with someone like that's the cheapest person. You really want to get with someone that's going to partner with you and genuinely care about your credit health. So I would love to be that person to partner with you, and to help get you back to Club 800. That is my goal for all of my clients, to get them to Club 800. So again, www.soarconllc.com, or reach me at 708-634-8113.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Listen, thank you, Miss Ashley Crittenden and Soar Consultants, for being a part of this amazing YouTube channel, and empowering our community. That's our goal, to empower our community, our city, and the world global. We're speaking great things over Soar Consultants and
Yes.
the future, and believing that it's going to go to and soar to the heights beyond your own belief. So thank you so
Yes.
much for the opportunity.
Thank
And
you.
to our YouTube and our Facebook audience for looking and viewing. Share
Yes.
this. Let the people know that you have a second chance. Thanks so much.
Yes. Thank you.